The Nature of True Yaqeen, Part 19, Taf-seir of Surah Al-Baqarah. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Sufi Essence. In our last session, we engaged in a profound spiritual exploration of Allah's omnipresence, His absolute sovereignty, and the magnificent simplicity of His creative command. Kun fayakun. We learned that the universe is a manifestation of His will, and that true worship transcends all physical limitations. Today, our journey through Surah Al-Baqarah brings us to a series of verses that offer a piercing spiritual diagnosis of those who demand a sign from Allah, a profound clarification of the Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, role, and a timeless lesson on the uncompromising nature of true faith. These verses are a profound guide for cultivating a heart filled with yaqeen, a state of absolute certainty that does not require physical proof, but recognizes the truth in every moment. Our discussion begins with a direct theological critique of a demand that has been made by the spiritually arrogant throughout history. Wa qala aladna, alya lamnala, el ukaliman, alu kaliman, alu, or taughten. Yotin kudnlika kwalalodna, min kablim, mithla kavlim, tajib. Bahop kobum, kadbion, algati, likomin, yakunin. And those who do not know say, "Why does Allah not speak to us, or a sign come to us?" So said those before them in a similar way. Their hearts are alike. We have made clear the signs for a people who are certain. This verse, though concise, is a profound psychological and spiritual diagnosis of the sickness of the heart that is devoid of true yaqeen. It begins by quoting the demand of the ignorant. Waqala aladna el yalamna. And those who do not know, say. The phrase el yalamna, who do not know, is not a simple statement of a lack of information. It is a profound spiritual indictment. It refers to those who are intellectually and spiritually blind, those whose hearts are sealed from the truth. Their demand is arrogant and profound. Lo el ukaliman arhua ta'nyatin. Why does Allah not speak to us, or a sign come to us? The phrase loa implies a sense of petulance and a demand for a sign on their own terms. They do not want to be spoken to through a messenger. They want a direct, unmediated communication from Allah, or they want a spectacular physical sign that will leave them with no doubt. This demand is a sign of a heart that is not seeking truth but is seeking control. It is a heart that is not willing to humble itself to receive a truth that is already present. The Qur'an then makes a powerful and timeless spiritual observation. Kudnlika kwala aladna min kablahim. Aid mithla kablahim tashbahat kobuhum. So said those before them in a similar way. Their hearts are alike. The phrase tashbahat kobuhum, their hearts are alike, is a profound spiritual statement. It tells us that the spiritual arrogance of those who demand a sign from Allah is not a new phenomenon. It is a timeless disease that has afflicted the hearts of the ignorant throughout history. The disease of the heart is always the same: a lack of submission, a lack of humility, and a lack of true yaqeen. The specific demands may change, but the root cause, the spiritual illness of the heart, remains the same. This is a crucial lesson for the Sufi seeker. The spiritual journey is not a journey to acquire more information. It is a journey to purify the heart, to make it ready to receive the truth that is already present. The verse concludes with a powerful and beautiful declaration. Kad bayan al-jaidi. Likamin yakeenan. We have made clear the signs for a people who are certain. The word jait signs here does not just refer to the physical signs that the arrogant demanded. It refers to the magnificent signs of Allah that are already present in the universe, in the Qur'an, and in the very self of the human being. The signs of Allah are everywhere, for those who have eyes to see. The phrase likamin waikinin, for a people who are certain, is the key. The word waikinin comes from the root waikinin, which means to have certainty, to have waikinin. True, waikinin is a state of absolute unwavering certainty that is not dependent on a physical sign. It is a state of the heart that has recognized the truth and has submitted to it. The signs are there for those who have this state of heart. They are not there to convince the arrogant. They are there to deepen the certainty of those who already have it. The Qur'an then proceeds to a profound clarification of the Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, role and responsibility. Ina arsunika bil kaki bashkran, Wa, not crone, Wa, L, Tolulu, and ACFBB, Ojakam. Indeed, we have sent you with the truth as a bringer of good tidings and a warner, and you will not be asked about the companions of the hellfire. This verse offers a profound spiritual comfort to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and a timeless lesson to all those who seek to call others to the path of Allah. The phrase Ena Arsalinika Bilkeki, indeed, we have sent you with the truth is a powerful and direct affirmation of the Prophet's, peace be upon him, mission. He was not sent with a message of his own making. He was sent with the truth, with the divine revelation. His role is then beautifully and succinctly described in the next phrase, Bashkran Wa, Nodkran, a bringer of good tidings and a warner. D. The word Bashar, bringer of good tidings, speaks to the hope, the mercy, and the promise of paradise that the message of Allah contains for those who accept it. The word Nod, a warner, speaks to the divine justice, the warning of hellfire, and the consequences of rejecting the truth. The Prophet's, peace be upon him, role is to deliver this message with sincerity and clarity. The verse concludes with a powerful and profound spiritual liberation for the Prophet, peace be upon him, from the burden of others' disbelief. Wa, El Tululu, and Akfa B, Ol Jacome, and you will not be asked about the companions of the hellfire. This phrase is a powerful reminder that the Prophet's, peace be upon him, responsibility ends with the delivery of the message. He is not responsible for the choices of others. This is a profound and comforting truth for all who engage in the work of Da'wah, calling others to the truth. Our responsibility is to deliver the message with sincerity and clarity. The choice to accept or reject it is a matter between the individual and Allah. We are not held accountable for the choices of others. This is a profound and beautiful spiritual principle, a reminder that while our hearts may feel the pain of others' disbelief, our responsibility is limited to the sincerity of our own efforts. The final verse in this section offers a crucial and timeless lesson on the uncompromising nature of true faith. Walan Tarb Anka, Alyar Dua, El Al Nagrub. Wat Ub Tatabi Amilitaam Kalina Hudba, Alhi Hua, Al Hudba, Walan, Ita Ba, Walan, Ba Da Alat. Jayakamin, Al Ilmi, Md Lakamin, Al Himin, Walkinwa, El Nager, and never will the Jews or the Christians be pleased with you until you follow their religion. Say, indeed, the guidance of Allah is the only guidance, and if you were to follow their whims after what has come to you of Alam, you would have from Allah no protector or helper. This verse is a profound spiritual warning and a call to a firm, unwavering faith. It begins with an absolute and uncompromising statement. Walan tarb anka aliardu wa el al nagarb. Ka, wat bitabiye militaum. At tabi, and never will the Jews or the Christians be pleased with you until you follow their religion. The word land signifies an absolute and eternal negation. It tells the believers that a spiritual compromise with the people of the book is impossible. Their demand is not for a temporary truce. It is for a complete and total conversion. It will not be satisfied until the believers have abandoned their faith and adopted theirs. This is a powerful and timeless lesson for the Sufi seeker. The spiritual path is a single clear path. There can be no compromise with the truth to please others. The path of compromise is a path of spiritual ruin. The divine response to this is a powerful and firm declaration. Qul inahudba, ohihua, ohudba. Say, indeed, the guidance of Allah is the only guidance. This is a statement of absolute truth and certainty. The guidance of Allah is not just a form of guidance, it is the only guidance. There is no other path that leads to salvation. This is a powerful and uncompromising statement of yaqeen. The heart that is filled with yaqeen does not waver in its belief that the path of Allah is the only path. The verse concludes with a powerful and sobering warning. Wa lan itaba ta awaham ba da alad. Ilmi im lakamin lahai min walkin wa el nagor. And if you were to follow their whims after what has come to you of Elam, you would have from Allah no protector or helper. The phrase, awum, their whims or desires, is a crucial spiritual term. It contrasts the whims and desires of human beings with the objective truth of Allah's guidance. The phrase Bada Aladik Jayakamin Alelmi, after what has come to you of Alem, is a profound spiritual indictment. It says that after the truth, the divine Alem has come to you, there is no excuse for compromise. The consequence of this compromise is severe. Md Laka Min Alhi Min Walki Wa El Nagar. You would have from Allah no protector or helper. This is the ultimate spiritual loss. To lose the protection and help of Allah for the sake of pleasing others is the ultimate spiritual folly. It is a powerful reminder that the true source of all help and protection is Allah, and He will not protect those who compromise the truth for the sake of others. My dear viewers, these verses offer a deep and timeless lesson on the nature of true faith. They teach us that a heart that is filled with yaqin does not demand a sign, but recognizes the signs that are already present. They remind us that the role of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and by extension all who call to Allah, is to deliver the message, not to be held accountable for the choices of others. And finally, they offer us a powerful reminder of the uncompromising nature of true faith. The path of Allah is a single, clear path, and there can be no compromise with the truth to please others. May our hearts be filled with yaqin, may our tongues speak the truth with sincerity, and may our lives be a testament to a firm and unwavering faith. Join me in our next session as we continue our journey into the succeeding verses of this magnificent surah. Until then, may Allah bless you with ilim and yaqeen. Assalamu alaikum.